Integrity Commission is bracing for a major shift in leadership as Chairman Justice retired Seymour Panton confirms his impending departure, turning attention to the Governor General who will choose his successor. I will complete my term of office on 25 February 2025. I have not sought, nor am I seeking, to continue on the Integrity Commission. If asked, I would decline, Justice Panton told the Sunday Gleaner last Friday.
Hey, but I think Jamaica want back Panton still, you know.
Trelawney, get ready! The biggest event of the year is here. On February 21 and 22, join us at the Bounty Hall Community Center for the Job Fair Family Fest and Business Expo. Over 100 job opportunities, on-the-spot interviews, network, learn, and win $100,000 business grant, kiddies area, games, and much more. Free health checks. Don't miss out. Whether you're looking for a job, growing a business, or just want a fun day out, this is the place to be. Bounty Hall Community Center, February 21 and 22, 9 a.m. sharp. Be there.
The announcement comes amid rising tensions between the Commission and some government parliamentarians, casting a shadow over the country's main anti-corruption body.
More appropriately, JLP anti-corruption body. Cause only JLP alone them business with it look like.
Panton's decision, coupled with the impending expiration of terms for other key officials, brings the 7-year-old institution to a critical juncture that some key figures in the Andrew Holness-led administration believe should be taken advantage of. It certainly presents a useful opportunity for change, and we have to ensure that the repopulation of the positions is strategic, said a government official who did not want to be named. What we have had over the last few years is intolerable in terms of how we feel certain members of the administration have been treated by the IC.
One of the excuses that the IC use to weaponize the Integrity Commission is to talk about the fact that it was passed in Parliament. But that is not an excuse to allow the law to be weaponized by the opposition. You said nothing. A lot of mistakes and inconsistencies have been in the reports produced by the IC. And when Panton them get to Parliament, they tried to defend and had an obnoxious and a contemptuous attitude towards the very Parliament that commissioned them in the first place. That is dishonorable, and that is the issue that parliamentarians and many Jamaicans have and had with the current commissioners. And so we welcome Panton to leave, and we're looking forward to the other commissioners going. We need a fresh slate of commissioners who respect and understand and will demonstrate the true meaning of integrity.
But I know that a lot of it has to do with how the law is structured, and that is under review. In a February 10 farewell message to staff, Panton detailed the hostile environment he faced. I am saddened by the fact that some parliamentarians are unhappy with the provisions of the Integrity Commission Act, although it was passed unanimously by the Parliament. So unhappy are they with this law that they have adopted a posture of attacking the Commission and its members as we seek to follow the provisions of the law.
I don't know what Panton is talking about. I hear them asking critical questions. I did not hear anyone attacking the commissioners, especially in a parliament. When they were called into Parliament, they behaved badly and put a bad taste in the people's mouths, especially Panton. And he should be ashamed of what he did, and he should have apologized. The Jamaican people, them not forget where them go on with, where him go on with. And he will not be able to live it down. You chose to be disrespectful to the parliamentarians, and you were called out for it, and rightfully so.
Panton also talked about the personal toll of the attacks. This attitude by these parliamentarians has seemingly emboldened certain persons who have taken to the anti-social media to spew venom at the Commission, and particularly at me. It is no secret that I have been the victim of vulgar abuse, falsehoods, libel, and threats by these persons. The threats have been such that the police have had to be engaged.
Mr. Panton should know more than anybody else. Jamaica people love express their feeling, especially when they feel hurt and they feel like you disrespect and you look down upon them and you take them for idiots, such as what he did in Parliament. Listen, I honor the Integrity Commission, you know. So if phone office is being weaponized to cast aspersions on people, on innocent people, and on sit down there and on not say nothing, and when them call on into questioning, on still not talking and being straightforward with the Jamaican people, then the people them must get ignorant pound, man, as Jamaicans would say. Then get ignorant pound, on cast that, on did dishonorable things, and the people them treat you as dishonorable people and as a dishonorable body.
He also said he was disappointed in Parliament's silence on the attacks, given that the IC is a commission of Parliament. I am disappointed that Parliament has not seen it fit to publicly condemn the behavior of these miscreants, given the fact that there are parliamentarians who are fully aware of what has been happening, Panton said in the message. Nonetheless, the outgoing chairman urged the staff of the IC to hold fast to that which is good. Continue to follow the law as you perform your duties. Be fair and act without fear. Follow your conscience, he added, before saying he was heartened by the support from civil society organizations. They will no doubt continue to do so, support the IC, as the Commission continues to play its part in ensuring that good governance prevails in our country. Some lawmakers believed that Panton, a retired Court of Appeal president, did not show enough deference to legislators, and have pointed to comments as recent as last October when he led an appearance of commissioners before the IC Oversight Committee. I don't know if something is wrong with the water in Parliament, why some people, the moment they get into Parliament, they say certain things and behave a certain way. I don't know if that is it. As a result, I wasn't going to take the chance of drinking water here, said Panton, as he exhibited a bottle of water he carried with him.
That so-called joke about not drinking Parliament water, it didn't age well. Chuck found it funny. Tavares never found it funny. Juliet never found it funny. Lots of people never found it funny because it was coupled with that contemptuous attitude that, Panton had towards the Parliament and the Jamaican people. Everybody remember how upset people were. Even now on social media, with this news come out, a lot of people, they are rejoicing that Panton is leaving. So the Integrity Commission had the opportunity to demonstrate to the Jamaican people that they were a body that could have been and should have been trusted, but they threw that away. So what came to them was a result of what they did. They reap what them sow. So nobody no feel sorry for them, and everybody wants to see Panton go, and everybody wants to see Greg Christie and the rest of the commissioners go. We need a fresh slate. Too much confusion and too much bangarang coming from a commission that is supposed to be held to a high standard. You understand me? The people them no hold the Integrity Commission in any high standard. Therefore, these commissioners, they must go, and we get people who can really be respected by the Jamaican people. This group of commissioners, they are not respected by the people, and we just want to see them go. Quite frankly, this is just how many Jamaicans feel.
At the same meeting, he joked that some lawmakers might need to see a psychiatrist. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck accepted that it was a joke, but other government officials sought to rebuke Panton. Senate President Tom Tavares Finson said he should have apologized for the disrespectful and contemptuous remarks. Government Member of Parliament Juliet Cuthbert Flynn called for Panton's resignation. Panton rejected the calls, saying, "There is nothing to apologize for, so nobody should hold their breath waiting for an apology." The stridency of Panton's response marked many of his efforts to rebuff attackers and defend the work of the commission, a situation that transparency advocate Janet Calder said last December could impact whether talented persons may want to join the agency. Panton has said he will not analyze his tenure while he remains in office. Any assessment by me of the performance of the commission will only be done after I have left the commission, he said in December. Last December, the Sunday Gleaner reported that the terms of 6 top officials, including Panton and Commissioner Eric Crawford, are set to expire between February and July 2025. The 5-year tenure of Executive Director Greg Christie, a lawyer and former Contractor General who leads the day-to-day operations of the Commission, is among the officials. He was sworn into office on May 18, 2020. 3 other directors are also nearing the end of their terms. They are Director of Corruption Prosecution Keisha Prince Kamika, who was sworn in on March 24, 2020, Kevon Stevenson, the Director of Investigation, who was sworn in on May 18, 2020, and Craig Beresford, who took his oath on July 14, 2020 as Director of Information and Complaints. All 4 are eligible for reappointment. The 5-member commission, the final decision-making authority of the organization, comprises the Auditor General, who is a commissioner by law, and 4 others who are appointed by the Governor General after consultation with the Prime Minister and the opposition leader, according to the Integrity Commission Act. Legal scholar Dr. Lloyd Barnett said, after consultation means the Governor General is not bound to follow what either leader said. It is unlike after advice, which would leave no room to exercise discretion. 2 of the 4 appointed commissioners must be retired judges of the Supreme Court or the Court of Appeal. The law also stipulates that the chairman, who is appointed solely at the Governor General's discretion, shall be a retired judge. The private sector organization of Jamaica has challenged the narrow field from which commissioners are drawn. It has recommended that a parliamentary committee reviewing the IC's law consider proposing an amendment to include persons with integrity from the private sector. The 5th commissioner is retired banker and business and leadership consultant H. Wayne Powell, who was appointed in March 2020. King's House in December acknowledged Sunday Gleaner questions on the status of the process to select a new chairman, but still has not provided a response.
Conclusion of everything is that Panton just come out to gaslight the people them. Act like him think people are idiot, and that the Integrity Commission never did what they did, and that what they did wasn't cause a major concern. But if this is how he chooses to go out, and this is how he chooses to, conclude his thoughts about this high office that he was given, seeing that he was seen as a respectable person, then it's quite up to him. But the Jamaican people will always remember the choices Justice Panton made. So, again, it's just one of those things. We got to keep moving on labor rights. We have an election to win, and that should be the focus. We cannot focus on what Panton has to say right now about the Integrity Commission. Make sure, when I hit the like, share, and leave a comment and let me know what are your thoughts about this issue right here. So, big up on yourself. Steady.